First set using January 2025 Curated Bead Box Mountain Mist. Hey y'all, it's April. Thanks for stopping by my crazy creative life. In today's video, I want to, if you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it up here. But I done the unboxing last week, this Curated Bead Box, the Mountain Mist. So I have come up with a necklace and an earring set, and I want to show you what I've done. So I wanted to pop in here just a minute to tell you some exciting news. I have merch now. So you can go to the merch store. It's my crazy creative life-shop.fourthwall.com, and that's the website. I will link it down in the description box below. And these are the items in my merch store. It's just my logo, but we'll see how this goes, and then we'll start creating more merch. Then if you'd like to support my channel, well, the easiest way is to like and subscribe. But if you would like to support further than that, then you can go to Buy Me a Coffee, and here's the information here. buymeacoffee.com/MCCL2023. I will also link this down in the description box below, and it's also on my main page. But for all of you who have supported my channel through subscriptions or what have you, I deeply appreciate all of you, and I love you guys. Now back to the video. Here's the necklace that I've come up with. It's on just something temporary. So I'm going to take this beading wire that they sent. It comes with the Curated Bead Box set. It doesn't say how many strands are in it. I'm assuming 7. So I'm going to measure my tiger tail to this. And then I'm going to add about that much extra. That's probably about 3 inches extra. So I have room to put like the... Okay, now I'm on my camera, so hopefully this will do a little bit better. My phone, I've got too much on it. Anyway, I cut a piece of this tiger tail as long as my strand here, and with about 3 inches or so left over. That way I can put my crimp beads on. And they give you this with this Curated Bead Box. They give you a little bit of the tiger tail. They give you ear wires. They give you crimp beads. They give you a little bit of elastic for bracelets. They give you some, all kinds of little stuff to help you get started on your jewelry making. And if you haven't watched that unboxing, it'd be fun to go back and watch that. Okay, so let me shut up, Gavin, and we'll get going here. And I'm going to try to remember what these are. Okay, I'm gonna put my little, I need to make sure I'm in frame. I'm gonna put my little clip right there so that way my beads won't fall off. So I managed to get every single actual bead that they sent in this necklace. I don't really know how I done it, but I done it, and I think it's pretty. So we're going to start off with a jasper. It's the 12mm jasper. Then this aqua rondelle glass bead. Then one of those little brown bicone beads. Then an 8mm dark blue bead. Then one of the spacer beads. Next, we're going to do one of the 8mm cinnamon bead. Then this real pretty one that I like. It was the little 6mm golden spot marble glass bead. After I go through this first run, I'm not renaming all these. Okay, then we're going to go back to that cinnamon, the 8mm. Then a spacer bead. Oops. Then a navy blue, that 8mm dark blue, sorry. Then the brown bicone. Then my favorite crackle glass. It was 10mm aqua crackle glass. Then another bicone. Then another one of those aqua rondelle. It's the one that looks like a little eraser to me. It's kind of a barrel shape. Next, we do another jasper, the 12mm jasper. Then we do, it's 8mm blue-gray gemstone. It is really pretty, but that looks smaller than 8mm. Maybe it's just my eyes. But then we're going to do this last one. That was the only one I hadn't put in yet. It is the 10mm brown gemstone glass bead. It's real close, looks like jasper. Then I'm going to take one of those, just they call it metal spacer bead. It's 6mm. It's the one that was just only 15 in it. And then I'm trying to pay attention to the way I turn it. So we'll go this way. The small end toward that way. Okay, so let me show you real quick. If you want to do like a screenshot, there it is. And that way, if you want to go back and kind of look and see the pattern, because the pattern's just going to repeat itself. Brown, which that brown is a whole lot like the cinnamon. It's just a little bit bigger, if you can see that. Okay, so that's our last set. We're actually going to go this set backwards from here. So we're just going to start from the reverse. That way the pattern, then the reverse pattern. That way when you've got it up, it matches that side. Okay, it matches here. When you go backwards and you're wearing it, then it's going to look the same. But I need to see if that bottom part bugs me or not, because let me think, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I have fixed, because that was bugging me, because it wasn't, I don't know what I was thinking when I first put this together. So this is what I've decided, and I hope I've not confused you. Okay, up to this point, and again, I'm going to let you see that. If you want to take a picture, that's not changed. That very first section's not changed. My last section's not changed. It's just going to go the opposite direction. So instead of starting, going from here down, it's going to go from here that way. I hope that part makes sense. But when I come to this middle section, that was aggravating me. So, and I also need a jump ring, a small one. I'll tell you why I need that jump ring here in a second. Okay, so what I've decided to do, this first part up to the crackle glass is the same, okay? Up to the brown part of the crackle glass, when I put that brown bicone by it. That's staying the same. But from this point, I'm going to go this section. If you want to take a picture of that, there you go. But this section, I'm going to repeat it, but backwards. So I hope I'm not confusing the heck out of everybody. So I've started out, like I said, there's the jasper, that aqua brown bicone blue, spacer bead cinnamon, that little brown spotted cinnamon spacer bead blue, bicone, crackle glass bicone. Okay, now we want to do this, but go backwards. So I've already got my little brown bicone there. I'm going to put crackle glass in a bicone. Then, since I'm going backwards, I'm going to look to see what I'm doing this direction. So my next bead would be that blue. Wait. I almost forgot something. Hold on. Okay, before I started that new section, I wanted to put a small jump ring on. And I'll tell you why here in a minute. So let me go back to crackle glass, and then the bicone. I'm so sorry. I'm hoping I'm not confusing the heck out of everybody. And then that, see, I went right back to what I had. I just got that jumping right there in the middle. Okay, so there's the blue. Then this spacer bead. Then a cinnamon. Then that little brown spotted thing. Then a cinnamon. And a spacer bead. And a blue. So we're right there. So I need a brown bicone. I'm going to take one from that. Then that aqua thing. And jasper. The only thing that's not going to be in this middle section the only thing that's not going to be in this middle section is that brown, and that right out of storage again. So I don't really know where I went, but I was saying this is the first section. Then we come down here, and this is the middle. If you want to take a screenshot of that, because it is different. And then don't forget your jump ring right there in the middle, but this is the middle section. You take a picture. Then we're going to come up here, but we're going backwards. That way everything will meet up. So we're going to start with this bead and go that direction. Instead of starting that bead and coming down, we're going to go this direction. So that means we're going to start off with that big brown one. Then that blue-gray. Jasper. I'm trying to hurry so I don't run out of storage again. Then that aqua thing after the jasper. Whoops. Brown bicone. Let's do the crackle glass. Then a brown bicone. Then the blue spacer bead, cinnamon, that brown spotted thing, cinnamon, spacer bead, blue, brown bicone, that blue aqua eraser, and then jasper. Okay, now see, we're back to all of that. Those first two sections are the exact same now when you put your necklace together. So I hope I've not confused you, but there's that. And then there's that section, which is a little different. Okay, now quickly, let me get it all out and I'll be right back. Okay, instead of the wire guardian and a jump ring, I'm going to use this, which is clamshell, because I guess apparently that looks like a clam. To me, it looks like Captain Hook's hook, like his hand. That's what it looks like to me. So as long as I don't mess this up, what you do, there is a hole right in the center where the clam part shuts. I'm trying to get it to not blur. I hope that's coming through. But there's a hole right in that center. Right there. You can see it, it's a little blurry. You're going to stick your wire up through that hole. The first side is the easiest. So let's stick the wire up the center of that hole. Then just let it go. Then you're going to take your crimp bead, and I think I called it, I don't know what I called it before I grabbed it, but anyway, you're going to take a crimp bead and put it down just a little ways. You don't want it. Let me see if I can show you. You don't want it to go down very far, because that's going to be sticking up for your clamp, through your clamshell, so you don't want a whole lot there. And then you're just going to take your crimp bead or flat pliers, or okay, so we're going to go to that second notch first of all, and we're going to give it a squeeze. Then we're going to let go, going to come back in on that first notch on the side. You're going to turn it to your side and then give it a squeeze, and that should wrap it on around. Give it a tug test, make sure it's not going to come off of your wire. And once you're sure of that, then pull your Captain Hook hand back up and close this. Let's see, I'm going to try to use, these don't have grooves in them. It's they're flat and they don't have any grooves in them, so they are less likely to mar up any kind of metal. So if I can get a good grip on it, then that's what we're going to use to just close that. I'm trying to do it in a way that I can see and you all can see. Come on now. Wait, a little bit of that wire sticking out. Let me trim that off real quick. Okay. Now, give it a squeeze. There we go. And just close it together. And it almost looks like a little silver bead. And then when we put our clasp on it, we just roll that on down like you are trying to make a loop, like a simple loop. You just kind of roll it on down. Okay. So yeah, see, I've cut off way too much. Let me see where this is at on me anyway. Yeah, I ain't gonna need much chain at all. So we're gonna do the same thing on this end. You want to make sure that all your beads are down as far as they can get. Put on your little Captain Hook hand. Make sure that you go put your wire through the middle. Let it fall all the way down. Then you're going to take your crimp bead or crimp tube, whichever you got. Now obviously this I am going to have to clip off. So I'm sticking that in there. See, it's right there. Let it go all the way down if you can. Now this is where it gets tricky. I'm probably not going to be able to use my crimp bead to go in there. So you're going to try to go inside that wire, in that mouth of that crimp bead, and close it off. I think I got it squeeze off. Just give it a tug test. Okay. I can't get in there, I don't think. Hold on, we'll come off camera for a second. Okay, I want to make sure that it was good and closed off. These are my reading glasses and I still couldn't see. And then again, we're just going to close off that clam part. Well, hold on, let me cut first. We need to cut off our little wire. Just be sure not to cut under that crimp bead. Come on. Squeeze that off. There we go. See, that side looks like a little round bead. Okay, then let's go ahead and just roll this on down. So you grab a hold of it and just roll it down like that. Make sure it's closed. Same thing with this one. Roll it down. Make sure it's closed. Alright, let's go ahead and put on, since they send us these lobster clasp, I'll just go ahead and put on a lobster clasp. And I've got a little jump ring right here. Don't need a big one. It's probably 3mm. Open it up. We're going to put which you could have just hooked it straight onto that. But this, to me, it gives just a little bit more flexibility. Okay. Because actually, before I forget, I'm going to have to add just a little bit of a chain to that. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm going to have to add just a little bit of an extender chain to that. I'll add the extender chain, and then, because it's just, I'm just going to cut off a little piece of chain, just a little, about like that, and put it on here with the jump ring, and then I'm going to have a larger jump ring at the end. That way I can hook this onto it. So it's something simple, nothing that you really need to see, but I will have some pictures at the end and show you kind of what I've done, and I'm probably even come back on here and kind of show you. But for now, what I want to do, you remember we got that little jump ring right there. Well, with this kit, they gave us these keys. So I'm going to put a key on, and if I didn't have that little jump ring there, it would cause the key to go lay that way instead of that way, and I want it laying that way. I think this is the key I want. They both are pretty. I don't know which one I like better. I think I'm going to go with that one though, because that will match the earrings just a little bit more than this one, but I like them both. Okay, so I'm going to take another jump ring. I think that'd be big enough. That's just a little, I think 3mm. And we're going to open it up, go through, and let me show you. This is, if I had just went straight and hooked it to the wire, that's what it done. That's why you need this little extra jump ring, so it can hang in the opposite direction, and then therefore laying flat. See, whenever it lays down against your skin, it's going to hang down flat like that. Okay, so let me put that out of the way. I'll add just a little bit of a chain to it. I'll show you at the end what I've done, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get on these earrings real quick before I run out of it. Storage. Hopefully I can do this fast. Be right back. Okay. So I got me a little bit of an extender chain. It's roughly 15 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches because I don't have my ruler over here, but I didn't need this much. I just added this much in case I want to wear it longer some days. Maybe some outfit I want to wear it, you know, I don't know, like a 24-inch chain instead of a 20, you know, for example. So I've got my extender chain on. So with this extender chain, I went ahead and put it on. And I added a jump ring, which I don't really need at the end unless I want it super duper long, but because this hooks right into the extender chain, just like that. And then just like that. And then there you go. Okay, I'll take pictures as always and put it at the very end of the video. Here is the earring. Oops. What do you think of that? I think it's pretty, and it will dangle when on. I thought it was really pretty. So, and it's not hard. Well, I knocked that off, didn't I? I'll fix that here in a second. Okay, so you just need some head pins. Preferably straight. Never mind. Okay, for the 15th time we will try this. I've had the worst luck. It's either running out of storage or running out of battery. Okay, so where was I? So we're going to do your 90-degree turn. Take your round pliers, go in there about, you want it a little bit of a bigger loop because we're going to be fishing it through that. So I'm going almost in the middle. So let's go up and over, turn our wrist around, and then kind of bend it either side. It really doesn't matter. You just want an opening wide enough to where you can fish it in. So we're going to go on the outer ring and just slide it on. Now to me, I'm still struggling. I don't do the best at wraps yet. I mean, sometimes I make a beautiful wrap, but sometimes I still struggle with that. So okay, so I've got it around, and where's my pliers? And then you're just going to wrap it on around down to that. Okay, sometimes you have to bend it back out because it will pop out of place. I did a lot better that time than I did my other one, my first one. So clip off your little tail. Ooh, I have to go find that. That went flying. And then just kind of squeeze off that extra pokey part. Actually, that's probably too much still poking out. Let's get in there and try to trim a little more if I can. There we go, maybe. Okay, now go in there and just squeeze off your pokey parts. And in case something happens between now and the time I'm done with this earring, you're going to do the exact same thing, but on that side. So in the middle, what we're going to do, it's going to be the crackle glass bead. Then we're going to put on top that triangle spacer bead, the small point up. Then one of those brown bicone beads. Okay, and that's it. That's going to be the middle one. We're going to do the same thing. It's going to be a wrapped loop. So do your little bend. Bring your round pliers in. So we're bending it up that way, over, down. And you can kind of start it going around either side, but bring your plier up, kind of start it going around a little bit, and then we're going to slide it into that middle one. Okay. Then we're going to kind of, because it's wide right there, you want to kind of close it back down. There, kind of close it back down, and then grab a hold the best you can, and then we're going to wrap around. Maybe I might have to. This is the hard part, just trying to hold it but yet get out of the way. So let's go ahead and wrap the best you can. straighten her out. Gonna clip off this tail. And then squeeze down those little pokey pieces that are still up there. Just be careful because you might accidentally break that bicone. I've done it before. Okay, so there's that. And then when you look at it, you can kind of straighten it up too. See which way it needs to go. Like this one needs. And last, we're going to do the same thing we done right there. Get your head pin. You want a brown bicone. That marble spotty thing. And brown bicone. And that's it. Do the same thing. We're going to do our wrapped loop. Go ahead and try to wrap it. Okay, let's put this ear wire back on that apparently didn't close too well a little bit ago on this earring. Oops, make sure that you're going the right direction. I just about messed up there. Okay, I'm gonna close it down. Okay. And close that one down. And there you go. So what do you think of these little earrings? Tell me in the comment section. I think they turned out cute. So again, I'll take pictures. It's always better with pictures. And again, this is also Curated Bead Box. They are another bead box company, and you subscribe to them monthly, and this is $20 a month. That's taxes and shipping. And you get a beautiful set of jewelry. So I will leave the link, their link in the description box below. You can click on that link and become a member. And then I think, and if it doesn't, let me know so I know to call them, because I've never got a good confirmation from them. I think you can go in there and put April 2 or MCCL2 and save $2 off your first order. But if that don't work, will somebody please come back and tell me? That way I know to contact them again. Because I don't know, it doesn't work if it doesn't. And like I said, I've not really heard anything from them, so I don't know. But anyway, there's that set. I think it's lovely. I really do. I think it's beautiful. So if you have any questions, then leave it down in the comment section below. But otherwise, if you heard my phone telling me it was my bedtime, I guess I better go to bed. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your night or morning or day or whatever time you're watching this. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, if you like this video, you may want to check out my previous video or my previous series. Talk to you soon.